Let's go.
All right, what's up everybody? How's everybody doing? Hope you're having the best day ever. We're having the best day ever because we're hanging out in here and we're wet sanding. Yay!
Yay! Yay!
We got a lot of wet sanding to do because we're on a crunch even more now because this thing has to be to the booth within, I don't know, like 9 or 10 days. Luckily for me, I'm ahead of the game and everything's done, but we do have the doors, the hood, and the fenders ready to go. We've got our sandpaper soaking right now. We've had it in there for a while. We're all set up and ready to rock and roll on that one. This is just one of those processes where you cannot skip steps and you gotta make sure that every step is done perfectly, and that's the good help of Guide Coat. So we're not gonna bore you with a full 300-hour video on wet sanding. We're gonna throw this into a time lapse, so let's start that thing right now. All right, well, hello up there. There we go. So we're working on the doors. This is all done now. They turned out really well. Nice and flat, which is good. Nice and glossy, nice and reflective. So that's perfect. It is getting late. It is 20 to 7. And I have been here since 8:30. That's a long day. So tomorrow will be that one and that one. And then that's maybe all I'm gonna be able to do. And then I might have to take these to the body shop or take them home and try and get them done in the next week and a half and try and get that dash done. But this is looking really good. Nice and flat, nice and smooth. It's gonna match the rest of all of this. That's all done now, so awesome. In case anybody was wondering what I'm using for a tripod way up here, it's an older model. It's not really a new one, but this tripod works really well. It's a 55 Pontiac. They work really, really well. You might want to get a hoist, but you can do it without the hoist. Well, we are now done. The fenders, we've gone 400, 600, 800, on both the fenders. Everything's all done. The edges are all scuffed. Everything's ready to go here. The doors are all done. We got them done yesterday and today. The hood is all done, which is over there. It's all ready to go. The box is ready to go. We got everything done and smoothed out, which you've already saw, and the cab is ready to go. So what that means now for me is that I now have to run up home because I got to get back for a couple of weeks, which means I can't be here because I have some things I have to attend to. And in that meantime, all this stuff is heading for the paint booth, is heading up to Back Corner Studios. So I'm going to be leaving this in the capable hands of Trevor, T-Brad Fab. Adam over at Cantech Lifestyle is going to be here, so make sure you go follow that channel and check him out. We're going to be sending everything up to Josh at Back Corner Studios. Follow along there because you're going to get to see all of this happen and get into color. Plus what we've got working on in the future. There's going to be Ben, we're going to have Dan, we're going to have Jay. There's going to be a whole bunch of the usual cast of characters that you've seen throughout some of these videos and through Trevor's stuff that are going to be here while I am gone getting this torn down. So it's a matter of getting this thing off, all the plastic off, empty the stuff out of the inside of the cab, throw the battery in. Our parts have been painted. They are curing right now for all the suspension and the steering column. The boys are picking those up here this week. They'll get all this back together, get everything done, get it dropped onto its wheels, and then this thing can drive into the trailer. We have a rolling cradle for this. This is gonna go on and go into the trailer. And then they can get all this up there. It's gonna be super fun. We'll bring you along for everything so you can see the process from blow down, cleaning, wiping every stage that actually matters, not just, oh, that looks good and just rub it off with your elbow and then hope to hell the paint sticks. That leaves us console and the dash. These little parts here, these 3 parts, I think I might take them home with me and I can do them at my house. I can do them in the basement and have them done. It's not critical that they're shot with the rest of the truck and the main parts. For the color that we're making, it's not a horrible color for blending parts and having a color match. It's got a really strong, solid base. So we're really good that way. This is definitely coming home with me so I can work on the dash and do the body work. The console is ready for primer. That kind of stuff can be painted afterwards. Our main goal and concern is to get this damn thing and all the parts the hell out of here and up to Back Corner Studio so we can shoot it. Because, well, we are like, what are we, like end of February right now? And Mini Nats is 6 weeks away. All of March, 2 weeks in April. Yeah, 6 weeks away. You know, nothing like a crunch of 6 weeks to have everything all done, painted, and thrown back together. It will come back and it will go for cut and polish. We aren't gonna have time, we know that, to do cut and polish. Luckily enough for these guys in the club in Acrophobia, they have 2 guys that have their own detail shop and this is all they do. So when it comes back, it will go straight to those guys at ProGrade and they will literally cut and polish this entire truck. And then it'll be ready for the show season here coming out, you know, end of May. The lowrider is just about done. Trevor was getting shocks mounted, everything's in, sway bar, all the new grade 8 hardware is all installed. I've got the exhaust all buttoned up now up there, so we're good that way. And so now he can drop down the links, finish welding up the back for the shock mounts and the tabs, get all that done, and then paint them, and then everything's ready to go. The bags can go back in, and this thing's done and it can get on its feet next week. When this is all gone, then he's got plenty of time to drop this thing and go at it, put the bags back in. I would try to do it right now, but I gotta get going. I've gotta get back up home in a decent time tonight, and I still have to stop at the booth on my way by and discuss and go over and take some parts. So I'm trying to get out of here in a decent time today so I'm not getting home at midnight again, because it's a 3-hour drive for me from here. We've got some super cool stuff coming from CCF Customs, our boy Chaz. Lowrider accessories, anybody. He ships all over the world and 90% of his stuff goes to the US, Japan, Australia, New Zealand. Anybody looking for lowrider stuff. Custom gold-plated wheel chips, switch plates, switch extensions, mirrors, anything you can think that can be laser cut, built, polished, chromed, and gold-plated, this man does. And he's in Toronto. Dude is amazing, love you. So he's working on some stuff for us right now for this. We got a couple new accessories coming that I've wanted for a while. And now that I've got the wires, I'm getting a new custom set of wheel chips to go along with the name of my car. And we're doing a new custom chrome 4-switch switch plate, all engraved, with a wheel chip mounted right into it. They're baller. I can't wait to get them. So that'll go into the new console we're building once this thing goes home. So shout out to CCF Customs. We're gonna bring you guys along for that. So watch out for that episode when we take a road trip to Toronto and we'll go see the facility and see what he does. It's pretty incredible. But there's really no other way to end this. So check out some more videos. Hope everybody's having a great day and we'll see you in the next one.